Welcome back. A little Hollywood and a lot of tradition are coming to Kroger Beaumont Marketplace in Lexington today.
This is a real treat.
Yeah,
Patrick Duffy and Linda Purl will host a meet and greet from 1 to 3 to celebrate the launch of Duffy's Dough, a take and bake artisan sourdough made from a 70-year-old culture. They're joining us now to share what guests can experience. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah,
It's so great,
awesome.
so great to me. I mean, how do you go from being the Fonz's girlfriend to all of a sudden being an entrepreneur now?
Well, I'm not sure. We didn't know how steep the mountain would be, so we just jumped in totally. We did start this. Patrick's had the idea one night.
And I fell asleep and woke up.
Stop it.
She made a business.
That's how it works.
Did I read that somebody, like a neighbor or something, gave the sourdough starter recipe to your...
My
Mother,
mom and
yeah.
dad took the family up to Alaska in 1952,
Okay.
which was no easy feat because they drove on the old Alcan Highway.
Oh,
And
wow.
an old lady there gave my mother the sourdough starter.
How about
in
that?
52. So it's been in my family for over 70 years. The old lady said that it came up with the gold miners in the Alaska Gold Rush.
Okay.
So it could be, 150 years old. And since they're all dead, I'm sticking with that story.
Well, sourdough's like the craze now. Everyone's
is.
trying to make it at home.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do. This is so simple.
Exactly.
So tell us about...
And as long as you do it, you can do it, and then you throw away the wrapper before your guests come. You could say, I've been slaving all day
I
to
made
make
this
it.
fresh.
But it
Start.
is a difficult thing to keep
is.
a sourdough
Yeah.
going and to do all the things that you have to do to keep it active and vibrant and everything. And that was our problem in terms of going large. We started this company in Linda's garage, and the
With
most
our
we
little
could
bonnets
do.
and our
That's
little
what Steve
gloves
Jobs
on.
did. It worked for him in the garage.
Well, if I'm going to go for something, that's what I'm going to go
Well,
for.
and it worked for Paul Newman's
Yeah.
own, which
That's
is very
right.
much our true north.
Yep.
He gave all the profits away, and that's what we do too. We give 100% of our profits away to food scarcity. One of the stops we're able to make today is to God's Pantry
Yes, that's
Food
right.
Bank, and we're very incredibly fortunate, thanks to Kroger, to be able to say that we're going to be giving a check for $10,000 a day.
awesome.
And we got a stat. Tell me what the stat.
well,
the stat is
they
how
told
much
us-
$10,000 means in terms of meals
it's crazy.
made.
So
it's
many meals.
100,000 meals.
100,000 meals for $10,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so. And part of the joy of being with Kroger that has a zero waste, zero hunger policy, they're so serious about this, is that we go through the charities that they've already vetted. So, I mean, with stats like that, you know that every dollar given really counts and makes a difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is this cause one that you all became passionate about?
Well, we had a friend who dropped a term on us that we have adopted, which is he's our age and had our career basically, and he said, "I'm in the legacy portion of my life now, and I only want to do things that have a lasting impact."
Amen.
And
Things
we
that
looked,
matter.
and we looked around, and this came up as something that we could do now, but it would go on after we're gone.
Hopefully, if people buy the bread,
Yes.
they have to buy the bread.
Yes.
So we hope.
You got to give bread to get the bread.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's why we're doing it. We decided that it's time for us to, we could write a check, but then once that check is done, then you say, well, what do we do now? You write another check, and when we're gone, it's over. But this could go on like Paul Newman's own. So
One of the
that's
fun
our
things
goal.
with sourdough is that it goes from sweet to savory, and through Kroger and their incredible pairings, there's some savory things there.
Right.
There are all these yummy jams
Some
that are.
Kentucky Proud products right there
Okay.
that
Oh
they
my God! Yeah.
emphasize at Kroger.
We're going to have to go home with some of those. I think.
Let's talk just real quickly about tonight. So, of
Yes.
course, people are going to get to come, get a little sampling of all of this, and,
Right.
and really get this kick-started here in the Lexington community. So talk about your excitement for tonight, meet some people.
Well, the nice thing is it's a twofer for us. We get to see people. Most people come through the line 90% of the time because they say, "I want to see Fonzie's girlfriend."
Yes.
I want to see.
Stop it.
I want to see Bobby Ewing.
They want to make sure it's not a dream sequence.
Exactly. They would prefer I'd be in the shower when they come by. But so that's the draw, and that's the great thing about our careers having been so public, is that they will come to see us, and then they will see this. And most people, when they come to see us, they come through the line and they say, "It's so great what you're doing." So that's the combo. That's the
And
twofer.
listen, I believe in fate and God and all that. I think it's got to be a God thing that you two reconnected during COVID, right?
Oh, we feel so.
I
We
mean, you
certainly
just
feel
bunkered
so.
down and
Yeah.
look what's happened.
Yeah.
You asked why, and part of the we thought there's so many great causes to give to, but as we've come to learn again through Kroger, something of the need of food scarcity. 1 in 6 adult. In this area in particular,
Yep.
it goes 1 in 5 child. Nationwide, it's 1 in 7. I mean, we had no idea of the need for to meet food
A massive
scarcity.
need.
And so
And
you
you're
see
helping with that.
Kroger.com, it's Duffy'sDough.com.
Duffy'sDough.com.
So come on over and see him over Beaumont. Beaumont's always a great Kroger, and it'll be a great crowd.
So nice
Thank
meeting
you
the
all
two of
so
you.
much.
Thanks
It's
for
great.
having us.
And feel free to
Appreciate
eat all of this in,
we will.
in the next commercial break.
If you see my body, you won't have to encourage me, I'm afraid. Thank you so much. We're back with more Everyday Kentucky right after this.